playing Subnautica below zero right now, and I was gonna head north just to see what was out there because I need like some places to explore. I've already done all the well, not all, but all the ones that are available for me, the architect artifacts and stuff, and I wanted to go north to see if there was anything like out there, and I came across the giant ice island. And I figured that that was like the North Pole or something, or like I'm at like one of the poles, the south, I don't know. But I got to thinking about like trying to climb over it, and I got reminded of like how flat Earth, like I was heavy into making fun of flat Earth for like back a few years ago for a while, because you know, it's just funny to me, just pissing them off. But I got to thinking about it, and there's this thing in flat Earth theory called the ice wall, and it's pretty much like the edge of the Earth. And I got thinking about that, and I thought it would be really fucking cool for a plot of like a game or something like Iron Lung, or I think it was called The Other Side. The game about the it was a game similar to the Iron Lung, but it was people are in these little rooms, and you know, they can't think about going outside, they can't think about escaping or can't talk about it or anything like that, and you, the player, have to drill the wall and leave the room. And I kind of like that as like a thing. It's like a mystery of exploration, like existential like mystery. And I think like mystery is really good for that sort of thing, because like in Iron Lung, they tell you like very little about the situation that you're in, and you just kind of have to piece it together for yourself, and even then it's still inconclusive. Like I think that's really good for like, you know, those little games like that. And I feel like, you know, like the Flat Earth Theory's ice wall would be like a really fucking good like basis for a game like that. I don't know what to call it, so I'm just gonna call it like existential horror. Is it's just that mystery of not knowing what the hell is going on and like what's out somewhere, and just the exploration and stuff. There was a movie I watched, I think earlier this year, called Await Further Instructions, where like a family and like some of the guests were like got trapped in this house for like I think like Christmas or Thanksgiving. And what happened was they got barricaded inside the house, you know, like all the windows and doors were barricaded with this unknown thing. Like they couldn't break it down, they couldn't do anything until they like tried to escape and stuff, and like they tried to like go underneath the house, like through the like tiny little holes that lead outside, like pipes and stuff, until they realized that the fucking wall was like alive and stuff, or like in a way. And the one thing that movie did that was kind of like bad, or at least in my opinion, it was pretty fucking cool, because I like the scene of it, but in like the terms of like movie stuff and like a mystery and like the genre, I think it was kind of like not good for the movie, but you know, I liked it, so that's really all that matters. They showed The Outside, and I thought it was pretty cool. I don't want to spoil it. You go watch it for yourself. It's a nice movie. It's one of the only modern, I guess, horror movies. I'm not entirely sure, but it's one of the only ones that I'll actually like enjoy, because it wasn't that bad. It was pretty good. The only thing they did wrong was showing the outside. It's like you need to keep that as vague.
Warning. Entering ecological dead zone. The prospect for survival is fast approaching zero.
Oh my god. Yeah, like the for like existential horror and stuff. I'm not entirely. I don't know what the fuck to call it. That's like the only thing I can think of is like just environmental horror. I don't know. It's like how an iron lung and that game with the drill in the room. It's like you don't know what's on the other. Well, you don't know like what is going on. Like you don't know what the bigger picture is because it's just so vague and like inconclusive. And it's especially unsettling because that you don't know what's going on. And I was thinking about it, like the ice wall and stuff, and you know, it got me thinking about it. That's all I have to say, I think. It's like really, I thought I have this idea of what horror should be like, and really that mystery is kind of where it needs to stay, like keeping the threat vague in a way, or just unknown, or maybe it's just like a concept or something. It needs to be like not understandable, well, not like unintelligible, but just like, you know, just it needs to be like a little hidden from the audience, because if it were just like known to them, you know, they would understand what's going on. It wouldn't be so scary to them. Because actually, there's this thing that I notice when I'm like playing horror games that I've already played before, and it's knowing what's gonna happen. Like I don't feel scared of the. I'm not scared of the game anymore because I know what's gonna happen. Like I know the enemies. I know like where they like start out and like what's scripted and what's not. You know, like I played like the Thing game, the Thing game, and right before like a boss fight, if you have like any like person following you, like I think one of them is going to turn into the Thing, and then you have to fight them. Like that's a scripted thing that's gonna happen. It's like just, it's easy to not get scared of something just because you know what's gonna happen, and that's kind of why, like, you know, spoilers are bad in a way, because it genuinely ruins the experience more than anyone can really understand. And I feel like I'm pretty knowledgeable and like, you know, what makes something good. In a way, I'm not making anything. I'm not making a fucking movie or. Well, I was gonna make a game, I guess, but it wasn't that. I'm not making like a game in that genre or a movie at all. But I don't know. It just got me thinking about like horror and stuff. Really, if I can go down like a little tangent, I do think that, you know, Hollywood horror movies are kind of fucking annoying in a way. Like they kind of ruin like what makes a movie good, because they're always like doing these damn things where they like show too much, or it's just, you know, not at all what it should be doing. Like they reveal too much information, they make it too predictable, and really the scares are just centered around jump scares and all that. And I was kind of thinking about how like that sort of thing, like the mystery of exploration and like not knowing about like what you're getting into and stuff, like how that can be applied to like the flat Earth's ice wall. And like I was thinking like in I don't know. I was thinking along the lines of like exploring out of bounds like a game. And I was just thinking like, what if that were real? Like okay, I'm gonna like spitball here a little bit, but I was thinking like in this completely hypothetical world, like what if like space didn't exist, and the Earth was flat and there was this like ice wall surrounding everything. It's like what would be beyond the ice wall and stuff? Like what would that entail? Because I kind of thought that was a cool little idea. It's like it's as fun as it is to make fun of like flat Earth people. Like that's a really fucking interesting concept in my opinion, in my honest opinion. I think it's a cool concept for like media. And like I would say a movie, but I know that just get turned into like some religious thing where it's just all like spiteful and just annoying. Yeah, I kind of wanted to record more Subnautica. It's off topic, but I kind of wanted to like record it from the start because I was really having fun with this game. I played the original Subnautica, and that was I guess fun. It wasn't as fun, like to me because like it was kind of slow to start. But Below Zero is like infinitely fucking better. And I got into playing it because I do that thing where I'm gonna cut this out because I don't want Microsoft shitting on my plans. But yeah, it was on like both Subnautica games are on Xbox, and I figured like fuck it, why not just play it? And I was playing Below Zero like last week, and I thought it was like really fucking cool and fun to play. This is how like nice and refined all the mechanics were. And I was just playing this. Like it's much more smooth than the first game. Like, everything's just fucking perfect. Yeah, I just wanted to record this just because I don't know. It's like I always wanted to like do these old style let's plays of like like the early 2010 style, just like play old games, but Below Zero is like from 2018 or 2019 or something. It's not that old. I don't know, I just figured it'd be like a nice little thing. I guess I can really do a 2010 style let's play on any game I fucking want. I just thought it'd be more genuine if it was like an old game. Like I used to be like heavy into making YouTube videos and shit. I actually took up like video editing and stuff, and even pirated my own software. I like to fucking edit videos in, just like everyone else does, because who's gonna pay for that? Who's gonna pay unless you're like using it commercially? Yeah, I just kind of wanted to do this because I thought it was fun, and also I talk a lot to myself, and I figured, it's kind of like boring. Like like to myself, I say a lot of interesting stuff. Maybe it's just me being narcissistic or whatever the hell. But I do talk about a lot. And I kind of just want just to not have that going to just nowhere. I thought it'd be more productive to record myself talking about these little tangents I go on to myself. You know, so it's not a complete waste of breath. I don't know, also maybe someone else could like enjoy what I have to say. Maybe I can say something like groundbreaking or something by accident and everyone just catches on like 5 years later. When they realize that I was right all along about some mysterious thing that not even I know about.